God, this is me. I don't know. I have to talk. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. I don't want to get in someone's life, so or interfere in other people's lives. So there's. So I was saying that God knows I'm Radha Rani and all. That's because there's something inside of me that compels me to say this. Otherwise, I don't want to be God or anyone. Like, unless, like uh, my religion, Imam Hussein, and all would not allow us to even think that we are in any way divine or close to Him, in the sense that what He did, close to Him in other ways. But this is the closest we could get to God. So, and they've given me schizophrenia or what, I don't know. So I had to talk about this and come out with personal things about people's lives. Otherwise, I don't want to break marriages, homes, or anything of that sort. I didn't want. So sometimes the best thing is to be quiet. And I couldn't remain quiet. So I go out here and there are these disturbances. I wish I could go back. If my mother's alive, I would have gone back to Karachi. So she wasn't coming to the Bay. She was scared to come to the Bay. Just taking, I don't see myself live here. I think I'm a shadow or something. Oh, wait, now I see myself live. So, I don't know, ignored, and people come here and give me the worst. And sorry, there's this background and prayers going on. It's like 12:40 here on the loudspeaker. So if you're hearing it, God knows what this is. So people can criticize, condemn the Hindus, their gurus and all. Let them vent it out for us. I send them love. In my normal state, something else is in my mind. It's like shaitan. So, in my pure, true element, like, there was a person who liked me, something I don't know. I thought he was Sri Krishna, and so, you know, like, I never cursed him, abused him inside ever. And just someone I wanted to marry, so I was like, the people like him should be put in hell. I said, against this my Shia person who I wanted to marry. So people like Ali should be put in hell. So I told my father, and then he was like, from Singapore, he sent me a letter and all this. And funny things started to happen. So I wasn't a lesbian or anything, really, not even in my dreams. If whether you believe me or not, what can I say? So we can only say here if we have evidence, right? How we can use this. My mind was not working. I was attacked in Karachi so badly. Even now, it's like very painful. If I don't come live stream, I'm like crying inside. It's very painful. It's like my nerves are being pulled, and breathing problem and restlessness to a great extent. I don't want to go to the mental asylum here. I want to go back home to you know, wherever there are, I mean, if my mother was alive, I would have gone back home. हम किसी के नहीं हैं ना कोई हमारा है ऐसा लगता है। हम किसी के नहीं हैं ना कोई हमारा है. So all this was happening and things were coming out. I was getting suspicious. Made to believe that something was wrong and made to compelled to bring out names and all this. I don't know how many families in this case have been damaged. So I'm too ashamed to even apologize. But uh, if your families have been damaged, so has mine. What can we do? God knows what this evil is. So you see, for example, I never complained against the men who used me and abused me. Even the person, I think, I'm not sure, but my cousin said that Zahra, aaj to main maan gaya. At a party, he took me, and the school person was there. He's very private, and so I was telling him, I don't know what this is, right? Oh God, ouch, painful. Uh, so, you know, it's okay. I never cursed or abused in my mind, even that person. I just walk away. I just once cried and just walked away, like just silently. The last time he invited me to his friend's house, a get together. He called his sister also. So there was nothing like being alone or anything. He wouldn't talk. He was very shy or something. I don't know. So anyways, I'm ugly. He's a very handsome person. I don't think I'm. Even my friend said that doesn't. You don't fit with him. In the physical sense, like physical appearance. Okay, and I don't know anything else about him. Anyhow, so these tragedies, like I'm jinxed. The person who likes me is like through sign language indirectly. I was telling my cousin only this that, there is someone, I think he likes me in school. So all this, but my cousin, but like that's just like seeing it here and not seeing it. So once my cousin was invited to a party and he invited all of us. Like he had extra cards for the party. So we went there with another cousin. He was with someone else. We had to go in couples. So they made me with another cousin's friend, a couple, and we went. And so just sitting there, and then when I got up for something, the person, so this person in school that just came towards me. He was there at the party. Coincidentally, I didn't know things like that. Okay, so then my cousin was there, and he actually saw the indirect thing. So he told me, Zahra, that time you used to tell me, you were telling me, but today I've seen it, and you're right. So, right, coming towards me and then walking away, things like that. So, this other person in London, he was doing the same thing at a party, school party. So we were just standing there in the hallway and we were talking. And this is why I told him, I don't like people who play games. He told me that you don't sell yourself short, do you? You don't sell yourself short, do you? So I said, and I don't like people who play games with me. So, directly, tell the person coming and giving me an elbow and like, what is this? So, God knows. So, there's this Pathan guy in Holborn College. And there was no hidden thing, lesbian in me, that later on someone, yeah, that even I don't know. Good that I don't know. But that, the affection I had for my teacher, an elderly lady, and this thing on me all the time, got me. At one time, it did get me. Like, I was like, I don't know what it was, but I started to think that, am I like this? Or what? Although nothing, no attraction towards women. It's just that, you should see Brooke Shields. You admire. It's like, I'm not jealous of Brooke Shields. I admire her. I used to admire her beauty. Now, don't ask me, in this emotional insecurity, the jealousy and all this, person is not well. So it's not healthy feelings coming out of that person. And so confessions. But at that time, we used to admire, look at the magazines. Oh God, the legs, well done. It's, sorry, like arms, waxing, this, that. So, we wanted to be like them, or we admired them. We didn't want to take the thing away from them and for us to be good and them not to be good. We admired them. God forbid that it wasn't allowed in our religion. Jealousies and all this. So we admire, like if I admired Sophia Loren, oh, what beauty. And at her time, Brooke Shields, and it's not that. It's an admiration. Like, if you're not jealous, you admire the person, people are like. And because, staying away from boys. So my mother's cousin told me in Oman when we met, he's married, that, this poor man, my mother's cousin, he wouldn't talk to women at all. Like, even if, like he was telling me, against him in Oman, that he's gay, he told me. Rumors spread, false accusations. Because, we were so shy. I could relate to that. Like, we would never even speak to another about the man, the boyfriend. Like, I like this. Oh, not the boyfriend is far away. Like, to go out with a person because I like him, we would keep quiet. We won't tell people. So, and never, like with friend. Oh yeah, oh, this actor, so handsome. I really like him. So with female friends, like in Karachi American School, we had a group, female friends only, female friends. In front of my teacher, Miss Dessa, I was so shy. Once a senior, I don't know why, senior student came and he said, let me write something in your safar and all this. So, and he was Pakistani in Karachi American School. I was praying that he would leave before Miss Tissa comes out of her office. So we were really shy. So that's why, like Miss Tissa told my mother, Zara and boys, Zara on one side and boys on the other side. You know, it's like Zara in North Pole, boys in South Pole. Because, of course, with Mr. Sa, I cannot. Later on, something happened. So I told her, goodness, I was really shy. So, no. So, anyways, if anyone, I wasn't a lesbian. Really. And, I joined St. Joseph's College. It was like, what? There's so many girls I've never seen in my life gathered in one building, and no boys, because I was always in a boy-girl school. So it was a big change for me. And then, I don't know, you see, someone was after me or something, enmity towards me. So, where's my mic? I haven't even prepared for this. I mean, I'm not prepared fully, but this is like emergency. I came here. I'm in distress, very like distress call kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to speak. So, what is this really following? So my mother's cousin, very sharif guy, very decent guy, man, gentleman. So he told me, because he wouldn't even with his male friends ever talk about a woman, say, oh, I like her, or so so he, like he was very sharif, very decent. So people started to think he's gay. I mean, a decent man, people think he's gay, right? Now, there was an incident during Muharram. My friend was telling me, I was like, no, another of my mother's cousin, Salman, who passed away, he was, I was told by my aunt that he really loved her crazily, and he died because of that. He died. He told Mimi, he used to go to Mimi and say that, I'm going to, I think I can't, I love her so much, like that longing, yearning was so much. But he said, my uncle, my grandfather, her father, won't give, if he even sent a proposal, marriage proposal, I don't think he will agree, because, I'm not from Oman, or I'm not rich or something. And then he died. One day he went to Mimi and he said, I can't take it, Mimi. His aunt, my grandaunt. So what happened is, one day, a friend of mine, we used to spend time together in Muharram. She told me that this person he told me that, are you safe? Like, I hope everything is okay with you. Do you need, like, she was in Karadar alone. I wasn't with her. And Salman was there, my mother's cousin. He was alive at the time, when he was alive. He said, shall I, like a guardian, like a guard, shall I accompany you? Because she was alone outside or something. So she got scared. And I said, no, she's my, so she was like, yeah. suspecting him for being like something, some bad man outside. So I told my friend, no, he's very sharif. And actually, he loved my youngest aunt, his uncle's daughter. And I had known this. So during Muharram in Karada, he told her, "Are you okay? Do you want some? Like, I'll just follow you, so wherever you want to go, I will accompany you. I'll just be behind, like follow you or something like this." As a Hashmi volunteer guard. So she got scared. So, people getting these, they kind of have suspicions and all against others and draw a conclusion on that against others. So, this, I don't know what kind of people they are. Okay, prayers are over the. So, not only outside enmity against us, but in suspicions, please, I don't know how to pray that you would overcome. Don't, wouldn't. So I became like this, I started to suspect people in year 2000. Although I was like, I could see that there are some, even my friend drawing a conclusion about my mother's cousin was really Sharif. Suhra Pupi, my mother's Pupi's my paternal aunt's son. He was really Sharif, never heard anything against him. So, and he died in that yearning, longing, pining for his cousin. Like Devdas movie. But he didn't drink or anything. It was just one day he went to Mimi and he said, I can no longer, it was very painful, no longer take this, the feeling of pining, and so he passed away. Quite young, like in his perhaps 30s. Yeah. Oh, so he was the youngest son of my grand aunt or something like that. So at that time he was in his early years and he passed away. Ouch. Oh. So stories like this really, I don't have grieving, I don't have self-defense mechanism to take this. Oh, it's very painful. There's a pull on my chest, head, I feel, I'm rendered restless, like fish out of water again. Oh, so I was doing this healing thing I found from Mind Valley. And in the morning also it was very painful. It's like, I think I can feel, a very bad, if this is removed, like the jinns or something, very harmful energy, then maybe my body can heal. And they're pulling my nerves erect. Ouch, I can take that. That's, I don't know what recently was coming to me, how I can take that. And I apologize, like, the someone who I thought liked me in school, and then he got married. He's of they know him, my cousins here, Sajwani family, they know him. So, ouch. I don't know how other, like my cousin also came to know about this. Ooh, he asked my cousin, I think, about me. So that's how my cousin found out. Oh. So then my cousin told me when I was in London first year law that he's married. Now you see, I don't go after married men. Oh God. So very painful. Oh, on one hand, okay, I'm talking. Oh, so I was told he's married somewhere in April. He got married. Okay, so then thank God I found someone else in London, but younger. So I didn't want, like, I don't want to destroy his life. Like he was 5 years younger to me. He should find someone else. I'm not beautiful or anything. How then later on he had a Hindu girlfriend. So I don't know how they found. They were always like, beautiful. You're so beautiful. The girlfriend was telling me in the hostel as we passed by. And I was like, no, no, I'm not beautiful. I'm really ugly. So that's, oh God. Oh, so him also it didn't work out. I feel I'm jinxed. And the principal thing, it's another, story. Yeah, in St. Joseph's College. So this thing got to me, maybe, in St. Joseph's College. You see, I was very happy to, the person, also another person I wanted to marry. So all this before the other, I oh I can't speak it. You see, I have to take names out if I'm not prepared for it, and I'm being attacked here. So have mercy, Lord, on me. People might not appreciate this coming out like this. So it's my whole life story coming out. Sorry, I was pulled in on this. So I didn't want to be Radharani. I didn't know what, and so today, when before sleeping, I was like contemplating. I don't know how to say this because there are someone else's thoughts and some telepathic, So I realized that Radharani doesn't know much. Like I should have known who is Lord Chaitanya and about them and things like that. So because recently I found a channel, and then in the beginning they gave me attention. I don't know why, as so much, and then in the next time I was ignored. God knows what I did wrong there. Why the enmity, the ignorance, ignored. Maybe they checked. You see, they checked my channel. They know if maybe from Dubai or something, and they get scared. No one can help me. So, anyways, no one can help me, and in this pain, and nothing is helping me. But I will carry on with this passion of seeker, truth seeker, and God forgive me for the rest. And so recently, this person I had known in school, his wife was coming to my page and liking it some years ago. And somehow, then I checked his profile, and it's like he's single now. His profile thing, status, marriage. He was married, and then there was a divorce somehow. I don't know what this is. I just hope. I could not fathom why his wife would leave him. They have a daughter and all this, right? So even my friend, I wouldn't want his platonic friendship that we've had. I wouldn't want, like, I wanted him to be settled in his life, have a wife, children. I don't so feel happy for that. I didn't want attention from men. That another thing was that I loved one person I wanted to marry at a time. I mean, so if it didn't work out, then God in providence, like I wouldn't cry for if my cousin betrayed me, or I realized in retrospect that I was being used. So I wouldn't cry for that thing. Oh, he loves started to be attracted. He loves this new person in the family now. I would just walk away, and thank God. So I was very attached to my teacher. That pain was different. So I didn't have time to cry, or like for myself. So what was the point now? I've forgotten. But my cousin, God bless him. Like, I, I don't know why I have to abuse here. And so, because before I didn't abuse my cousin, I didn't say people like him should go to hell. Even. So I just. I just thank God I found someone else, and he was a Shia, and he was a year older to me. In a O-level school I joined, and then it got closed. I had to go back to CAS, and Mr. Sami told me this time, the last time I did like this. I left CAS, Center for Advanced Studies, because of my depression. God knows what it was. So, for Mr. Shah, I couldn't adjust to the local schools. I mean, Karachi American School was also a local, but it was an American school in Karachi. So after leaving that, I couldn't adjust, and I wanted to go back, but they wouldn't take me because I'm the one who left. So it was against their policy and things like that. Anyhow, it's very confusing. I don't know if I've confused you. For the record, I wonder if there's anyone who cares enough to, or a healer, distance healer. So this pain all over. It's excruciating. So there's someone I found lately, and so I don't know how to say this. Really, this is complicated case of mine. I don't know. And I'm not a good eloquent person. I'm terrible at this. So I don't know what enmity. Recently I found I would a moment. Usually I wouldn't say these things. I was just telling myself, just let it be now. Just walk away gracefully, like without, this is the way I want it with Mrs. Munira Gulzar, my principal. So, they're a shock. Ouch. Very painful. So, I can hardly open my eyes, it's so painful. Now I'm down. Ouch. It's very painful. And also in this, like the debate and all. Okay, I apologize against Dr. Khalil and Dani also. Like it's out of proportion, that poor man. He's really nice. And so sorry, I didn't know how to put it in proper words. I just got very upset about it. Maybe he meant that, you should get to that channel. So, oh God, all this negativity. I apologize, Dr. Khalil Andani, about what I said, and it must have been out of proportion, taken out of proportion by me or this energy in me that doesn't want anyone to come close. Have a healthy relationship, that I have a healthy relationship with someone. Even on social media, you can see. So I don't want to bring it out of that poor man. I picked on him, and, the last. So they're just, like, I don't know how to say it. Oh, so I said, I did the best way, Dr. Khalil Andani, you said this. I wish I could approach him directly and, we could have a talk that you said this, but there are some unqualified people who have, like, for instance, I have, and the qualified scholars, even in Sunni, they are loggerheads with the Shias. And there are some things we ignore, like in Pakistan, the hatred in some of the Muslims against not only the Shia practices, but then it comes to Shia against Shias. What's this now? Sorry, I'll just put on my reading glasses, and someone is here. Welcome. I'm in the dark here trying to reach, what do you call that, for my glasses. Sorry, I'll just, soon as I find my glasses, M16 is here. Oh, hello, may peace, love and blessings be always yours, Ameen, in this holy month. M16 again. Please, M16, I thank you for your peace, love and blessings. Ameen, holy month, Ramadan. Do you know about my case? I've been attacked in Ramadan many years, for many years now. Shaitan was not tied in Ramadan for me. Sorry, I have to put it this way. And again, for your love and all, sorry, as a Shia, even, like I told you, this would be hypocritical. You're going against the Quran ayats. Now, please, if would you like to, I would like you to give me a feedback. Again, you're taking me to religion, which I would have gone myself, But since you're here now, let's. You see, in our religion, Shia Islam, okay, Shia Islam. First of all, you cannot love the apostates. Do you realize that I'm an ex-Muslim altogether? Not only an ex-Shia, but ex-Muslim. Now, according, sir, brother, sister, whoever you are, mother, I mean, respected, right, father, bhai beno, in Urdu, like we say. You know, sorry, I can't send the stream yard here. So you'll have to just comment, right? And so I'm faster than you were talking. Let me just remind you that those who love Imam Ali, those who, what's that ayah? Do you realize that in Shia Islam, you're not allowed to, you're supposed to be stern with us, right? Or what's your take on this, please, sir? What's your take, madam, sir? Do you realize that it's a tragedy in Islam, I found out? We cannot love the Christians even. Peace, blessings, I don't know. This holy month? Well, it's been years. My mother was a Shia, right? My mother's prayers didn't work on me, my prayers didn't work on my mother. You know, they say, I was told that when Hazrat Musa was in danger, the mother's prayers were behind, right? So my mother has passed away. Sorry to say this, but the holy month, Shaitan is not tied up. I have experienced this too, maddening attack in the holy month of Ramadan. So please, where are you coming from? Maybe you're coming from ignorance of your religion and of the holy month that Shaitan is tied in the hadith. But have you ever experienced Shia suffering? I've experienced Shia's suffering. Going to psychiatrists, therapists. Where are our prayers? Then the Shias, we say that God is testing the ones he loves the most, he tests the most. So, brother, sister, whoever, sorry, you are, I don't know, are you female or male? If you would please answer me, cooperate. Are you female or male? How do I address you? M16. So this way, someone can just come here and try to whitewash the religion. You're not following your religion properly. You were the one who said, how come? Very well put. But I felt it was like calculating. right? Not honest, hypocritical, and calculating. Okay, this calculating remark you put very politely was that you're should you, like, why are you rude against Imam Hussein? You know, he sacrificed. You put it, but I felt very well in English, but I felt that, and politely. So the cultivation that we are taught in Shia Islam, cultivation of polite manners, do you realize it gets cunning at times? The way we are cultivating politeness, Imam Sajjad has taught us in dua makramul akhlaq, something like this. Do you realize? Makarim. I always I mispronounce. Someone could say, you're not a Shia. Oh, I don't even remember my Ziyarat Ali Akbar or what it is. My father is a Ziyarat reciter, right? He remembers, Assalamu alaikum ya Aba Abdallah, Assalamu alaikum ya Ibn Rasulullah. That's Ziyarat. After Majlis, which is recited. Someone could say, I'm not a Shia because of this. I don't remember. This dua has been taught by Imam Sajjad, and I did not memorize it. My mother remembers the ziyarat, but I never memorized the ziyarat, Ali Akbar. This dua has been taught by Imam Sajjad, and is a clear indication of the loftiness and moral virtues expected of a believer. So you see here it says the dua is a wonderful program for those who wish to excel in good manners. This was one of my favorite duas after some duas, and I would want to humble myself and moral, brush up on my manners, beseeching God. So what came out of me is terrible. So do you get my point that we've got so much to be beneficial for the people. Be a good daughter, honest, truthful to my parents, respectful, and cultivating, trying, struggling with the force that would not let me be good. Like I felt at times I was chasing goodness. Many times. So then I had to stop and read Jiddu Krishnamurti. Thank God I found him. So I'm slow now. I get attacked. My intuitions can't even spell proper words. Words are not coming to me. My mind is attacked. Sorry, it's going to take time to explain myself here properly. So M16. Do you realize that there are Hindus, there are other inhumanity people in their religion or dharma or culture, in humanity's way, they can send love and peace and blessing, but as Shias we can't. There are ayats like Allah will bring better people who love Him. Bring better people in their place who love Him. Oh my God, who's this man? Madam, you know a lot about Shiaism, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, you appreciate it. Thank you. But what if I tell you, knowing a lot is like it's shocking because oh, it made me leave Islam. Knowing, right? Still, there are some who take others as Allah's equal. They love them as they should love Allah. Okay. There's another ayat. And oh God, Allah loves those. Allah will bring better who love Him. Now, what else is it? What's your agenda here? Please tell me. What is your agenda? You see, you have to be very honest. Because then if you're just preaching Shia Islam hypocritically, it's not going to get to someone. In fact, some people, it can push them to madness, frustrating madness. You need to be really honest. Honesty is the best policy. Allah, Surah Maida at 54. Thank you for being here, first of all. Now, can we indulge? Like, can you participate? Or are you? Please don't ignore these verses I'm giving you. I'm in pain. Right? Can you cooperate? Because then, I won't be able to afford the politeness that you have here. You get it? Like I'm operating on painful energy, negative energy. So if you cooperate, I would much appreciate that also. And give me a feedback. Do you know this ayat in Surah Maida 54? What does it pertain to? Doesn't it pertain to apostasy also? Included with the hypocrites, renegade? O you who believe, whoever turns back among you from his religion, does this not pertain to apostasy? Right? Then soon brought will be by Allah a people whom He loves and they love Him. So now we're deprived of the love of Allah. Humble towards the believers and stern towards the disbelievers. Now we're put in the category of disbelievers also, striving in the way of Allah. Meaning against, wouldn't it be against them also? Because you're asked to strive in the way of Allah, fi sabilillah, right? In other ways too, but now here, in this, the light of this verse, it's like this is striving against these disbelievers, apostate. So please, where are you? Please, I understand you're coming with politeness and you appreciate the information. I know a lot because I was a Shia. So as a Shia, I know some things about Shia Islam. I like when you are debunking Sunnism interruption, even if it doesn't mean Shiaism is true for that. Debunking Sunniism, meaning? Can you please use debunking? You mean to say not using proof? Oh, an idea. Expose the falseness, or you like that, so you like me exposing, right? Because you are Shia yourself, right? But I'm not doing this because to please the Shias, right? You like when I am debunking Sunnism, interruption even? Sorry, I didn't get interruption. Even if it doesn't mean Shiaism is true for that. Okay, you like that. Because you see, we're conditioned. We can't hear anything. Maybe it will hurt you if I tell you against Shia Islam. But I'm telling you this, sometimes the mother gives a medicine that is bitter to her children. So you see, on one hand you like me, but I cannot go debunking the Shia Sunnis in some ways. Interpretation, sorry. Sunnism, okay, now I get it. I like when you're debunking Sunnism interpretation, even if it doesn't mean Shiaism is true. Oh, yeah, what I say. Thank you. Okay. So, thank you. Now you are, okay, you are giving me a feedback. I like that. I'm sorry it's harder for you. I apologize. I've worked on the StreamYard. Maybe you can sometimes, like on Facebook, you can join me and we can have a live stream where I can allow you to come, but then there would be no screen showing. So if you're interested in this much, then we can indulge in a talk, on Facebook live stream. If it's hard for you to comment here, because you see, we have all this mistakes happen, and I'm really bad at commenting. People might misunderstand my comments. So I have to be patient with you. Okay, now you like that, but right now, thank you for that feedback, but it's encouraging. But do you see the falseness of Shia Islam that I've shown? I'm 16. Why are you in this religion when it's a false religion? Proven false religion. We all have our conditioning. I went back to my Shia Islam, listening to the souls of Imam Ali, and I was like, wow. So I should have said Subhanallah, but I shared it on Facebook saying, wow. I was laughing at myself. But it made me cry, like the way our Shia said, recite souls Khani, and all this Marsiyas. But that doesn't mean, you see, I was telling myself, oh my God, Jiddu Krishnamurti is right. We always go back to our conditioning, our religion, our hearts. It made me cry about myself also. I feel pity that I was so attached to Imam Hussein. And now it's a different, it's like my whole world is upside down. Yes, but I can't now. Please see. You see, yeah, if some Shias also, like someone, we get stuck in this, I'm sorry to say this, like, to prove our religion is right? We kind of enjoy it. Shouldn't be like that, right? So those feelings, those emotions, I like to prove. Right? Do you agree that even us Shias, sometimes we go overboard with this likeness of debunking Sunniism interpretation? We feel so good that, we need to check ourselves. No, stop. It shouldn't be a pleasurable experience. Check our emotions, feelings. Sometimes I felt that gives us the power, feeling good about ourselves. It's all superficial. It's not on justice. You see, this is where can you see yourself? I had to stop myself once. Like my father was telling me, he sent his Emirati friend. He once had an Emirati friend. We usually don't like that. Keep with the well-known Emiratis like sheikhs and all this. But in Karachi, he's himself an Emirati. And then he was telling his friend, a very good Emirati friend, working in the consulate head there. Right? So it's a kind of a nice feeling. And then the Sunni Emirati went to Bibi Zainab Ziyarat. He's gone to Syria, then he goes to Bibi Zainab. He told my father, I'm in Bibi Zainab's place, shrine. Good feeling we get. But this is not what I'm here for, right? You know that even if it doesn't mean Shiaism is true for that. But you see, why you like it? Why do you like it? That's why I cut myself sometimes short here in my live stream, saying, no. If I'm leading myself to, that Shia Sunni thing, and I enjoy, because as far as I can go to show that Shia Islam is true, wow. Surah Safat ayat 82 says Ibrahim was a Shia, my previous live stream. So where are you Sunnis and all this? But then am I getting a kick out of it? Just for the kick of it? So no, then I have to stop myself. So you see all these things that it just then becomes that it's a thrill. And you put it very well, you exposed it. You're like confessing, right? Very good. I like when you are debunking Sunniism interpretation, even if it doesn't mean Shiaism is true for that, right? So this is not right. But we need to expose it, and you exposed it. So thank you for that. And then, so now, you see, M16, brother, sister, the love you sent me here, it's all hypocritical. You're not allowed to even bless the person. You can say peace to someone who's indecent. You pass by indecent dog. You can say peace to them and walk away gracefully. There's a Quran ayat on that. But here we have a Quran ayat, Surah Maida ayat 54. You cannot send love because God doesn't love them. You will not like this. When I point out it's Imam Ali and the Shias also cannot do this. Love the apostates, those who turn back from their religion. So you see, now you need to put aside your likeness and your, dislikes. Our likenesses and our attachments to our religion, that emotional attachment may still be here with us. We need to put that aside. Remain neutral, empty. Need to do a little bit of exercise on that. What are we after? So, when I was after crying and all this, I allowed myself on the souls and, because I'm leaving, again, my emotions brought me back. Conditioning got me back to my religion habit. Then I told myself, Zahra, also realized there was Huway ibn Akhtab, and the way he was killed, if you read Ibn Ishaq's narration, like Imam Ali was killed by one strike. How many strikes he gave in the battles, we know. Many, immeasurable. He's the only one hero of the Shias, warrior. He's the warrior. Zalmi has come. I don't know what you're saying. Sorry, Zalmi. No time for this kind of thing. Sorry, Zalmi, you have to be put on timeout. I'm not well, and I cannot afford having such cruel people here. Toying with lives. So, this Ibn Ishaq, Shias have a night tonight. They don't want to read Ibn Ishaq, right? About, this is the way to go. A bunny, no, I'll go straight to Huyay Ibn Akhtab, right? Saying right a lot, I don't know why. It's hurting me. I think I'm avoiding the pain, so that's why. And I'm slow. Now this story doesn't sound, when it comes to tafsirs and seerats, where Prophet Muhammad's life story, that he's the true prophet, there it doesn't sound quite right. That's why I have to depart from that and not consider it true. Where it's said here, according to his daughter, Huway opposed Muhammad from the day he arrived in Medina. she recalled. Now look at this story. I was my father's and my uncle Abu Yasir's favorite child. They could never see me with one of their children without picking me up. Now you see, this story also could be taken for Sakina, Hussein, Imam Hussein's daughter, and her uncle Abbas. Copied. Sakina was very a favorite, and the Hazrat Abbas used to love her a lot. So here we have Safiya's uncle also loving her a lot. You see, so how the later on these things are copied. So how do you know what I mean? That this was copied. They could never see with me with one of their children without picking me up. Hazrat Abbas used to we would then put it in our majlises, pick up Sakina. Hazrat Abbas's time is coming, majlis is coming, and all this. When the Messenger of Allah came to Medina, my father, actually Yathrib, came to Yathrib. My father and my uncle went to see him. It was very early in the morning and between dawn and sunrise. They did not return until the sun was setting. They came back worn out and depressed, walking with slow, heavy steps. I smiled to them as I always did, but neither of them took any notice of me. Sakina used to, smile. She was the peace of Imam Hussein's heart. She was the, what do you call it? Neither of them took any notice of me because they were so miserable. I heard Abu Yasir ask my father, "Is it him?" He replied, "Yes, it is him. It is." Now, this part also doesn't come I was a Shia, it is him. So they have something about the Prophet. Please give us that proof from the book, from their books, right, that it is him. How did they recognize this Prophet is a true Prophet, that he's the Messiah, that he's the Prophet? Which Prophet? Him? It is him? Who him? The Jews are not waiting for a true prophet to come, the seal of prophets, right? The Jews are waiting for their Messiah to come. Yes, I recognize him. Oh goodness, at first Huye's opposition simply took the form of public debates. Now this whole thing it's part of this, the life of Muhammad, of Ibn Ishaq Sirat Rasulullah, from there. So how he was recognized, what prophet was coming afterwards as the seal of prophets? Is this written in the Jewish scripture? And if it is written, even then we need to, I would say, that this Prophet Muhammad, even if the Muhammad is written, I would say do more research and find out if this Muhammad is the true Muhammad that they are waiting for, another prophet to come. At first, Huway's opposition simply took the form of public debates. So, and on one occasion he had a discussion. We have a black night. For the Jews here, it's not satisfying, so this is really, really sad. While the Shias will be crying when Muharram comes, now it's Imam Ali's night for Uncle Abbas and Sakina. Safiya he married. And Ibn Ishaq's account, now why did Muhammad end, here it says, because of this action, Muhammad ended alliance with the Nadir tribe, and that act of treachery from the Jews meant they were at war with one another. Act of treachery is being at war. But Huway was to become the most inveterate enemy of Muhammad, to the point where Ibn Hisham, Muhammad's biographer, calls him the enemy of Allah. Now, Abu Jahl in Makkah, now in Yathrib, Medina, Huway ibn Akhtab becomes such an inveterate enemy of Muhammad, we're told here. Okay, let's see how far this is true. To the point where Ibn Hisham, Muhammad's biographer, calls him the enemy of Allah. In summer 625, Muhammad went to the Nadir quarter to ask them to contribute towards the army. Contribute, like give some money, a financial contribution towards the Muslim army, secondary to Umayyah's killing of 2 men from Banu Kilab. Secondary. Huway agreed to give it to him. But as Muhammad was waiting by the wall of one of their houses, the plan to assassinate him became apparent. He hurried away along with his companions. Now, here the plan to assassinate him became apparent. He hurried away along with his companions and returned to Medina. Okay, Yathrib. When his followers asked him why he had left in such a hurry, he replied that the angel Gabriel had warned him that Huway ibn Akhtab was urging the Jews to kill him, and that Amr ibn Josh had volunteered to drop a rock onto his head. Okay. So this, sorry, it's quite, now, angel, no evidence outside, just angel has come to him, right? He said this. You can't take this as evidence. You see, my father said, until they don't kill, you can't, like I asked, why didn't Imam Ali prevent, when he knew that Ibn Muljam was in the mosque and he would be killed by Ibn Muljam? Why didn't he prevent that? Imam Ali, who says, Saluni, Saluni, ask me, I know your scriptures, everything. Imam Ali, after Prophet Muhammad, angel, the Ruh al-Quddus is with him. He has knowledge of the unseen. Imam Ali, the light of the prophethood is now into him. He has knowledge, everything. So, this also, and you can't trust what Muhammad says here. The Sunnis say, or the Shia say, that attempted assassination. You see, first of all, he's gone to ask them a contribution towards the army, his army. secondary to Umayyah's killing of 2 men from Banu Kilab, the Muslims, perhaps, right? They're Muslims. Umayyads, these are Jews. So he was asking the Jews, he went to the Jews, Huway, for money, contribution. And really, he's gone. Look, who could be so stupid? Now, why would Huway use Josh, Ibn Josh, Amr ibn Josh, to throw a stone on his head? There is the Umayyah who is after him. Right? If they want to kill him, there could have been a better way to kill him. Poison. Some say that some lady, Jewish lady, poisoned him in Khaybar. Okay, he won't eat here, so that's why. But poison is out of the way. Maybe some other way they can assassinate him. But this Muhammad, he's gone to Huway for the killing, secondary to Umayyah's killing of 2 men from Banu. They didn't kill. The Umayyad, you know who the Umayyah are? Now, the problem is Shias take this from Imam Ali. This is the problem. If I could prove, if I was a genius, in some ways I could prove, but I'm not such a genius, that how can you believe in Imam Ali? Look at the other tafsir, the sirats of Prophet Muhammad. Here, he's going, taking money from the, okay, this you would say is from the Umayyad side coming, or this side coming. But for Shia side coming from where? Have you proven beyond reasonable doubt, taking the Quran ayats and discrepancies in the Quran ayat, that this is a true prophet? No, you have not proven. I showed that in my live streams. How can you trust Imam Ali? He's cousin and son-in-law of Prophet Muhammad now. Right? Fatima was given the fadak, they say. So I'm left with this Sunni from the tafsirs of the and sirats of Sunni Islamic side, not right now Imam Ali side. So you have to bear with me here. Shias also. This story just doesn't make sense. Drop a rock on its head. Like he was outside the house or something, waiting by the wall of one of their houses. I'm sure they would have invited him inside. He's asked for contribution, he's gone begging. He's not a beggar. He had his control and this, and he would have gone inside the house. Maybe now coming out or he didn't trust them enough that he didn't go inside the house or the tent or whatever. But as Muhammad was waiting by the wall of one of their houses, their plan to assassinate him became apparent. He hurried away along with... First of all, he's asking for money. That's not right. He hurried away along with his companions and returned to Medina. When his followers asked him why he had left in such a hurry, he replied that the angel Gabriel had warned him that Huway ibn Akhtab was urging the Jews to kill him. Zalmi, you can ask this question on a Google search. You will get it? Sorry, not here. Amr ibn... Okay, because of this action, Muhammad ended alliance with Nadir tribe. And the act of treachery from the Jews meant they were at war with one another. This act of treachery, for God's sake. What does Shia say about Imam Hussein? On this act of treachery, he ended alliance with the Jews. Meant that they were at war with one another. Do you see this? This is war. He then sent one of his companions, Muhammad bin Muslima, to issue an ultimatum to the Jews. They were to leave Medina within a specified amount of time. When the Jews refused to leave at the behest of fake Muslims, the hypocrites, Muhammad decided to take military action and besieged the Jews in the fortresses. Surah Hashar ayahs, breaking of their houses. My God, this is too much. Now let's see what happened. Oh, this is unfair. I mean, I'm unprofessional, unqualified. I don't know why the Shias could miss this. Oh. So where's that ayat now? I can show you. Where will I find it? 33? Where, maybe 33. Surah 33. Not going to Surah Hashar right now. For me, it's very easy. I can just remember these ayats. But I've come here now because a Shia perhaps is here, asked me a question. When Ali and Amr stood face to face, Amr said to Ali, "By God, I do not like to put you to death because your father was my friend and I enjoyed many a feast at his dinner table." Right? This is all this commentary here. I do not like to put you to death. Your father, Abu Talib, meaning Abu Talib, was my friend. What does this mean? This means that before Islam, They could be friends. But now, no way, M16. What you're saying, the love, the peace, the blessings before Islam. And they didn't kill Abu Talib. By God, I do not like to put you to death. Because your father was my friend. Look, he's considering past ties. What did Imam Ali say in Battle of Jamal? Consider the past ties. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Why do you not see it? Amr was... Okay? Ali replied, there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. Here we have Shia interpretation. And here was M16 telling me, hello, may peace, love, blessings be always yours, Ameen, in this holy month. What has Ali replied? Not that you have given me a battle, I cannot, because you were the aggressor. No. Ali replied, according to Surah Maida ayat 54, there can be no friendship between belief and disbelief. Apostates, disbelievers, fight the disbelievers. Surah Tawbah ayats. Not because you are the aggressor. We can have friendship if you opt for peace and protect the ties. Surah Tawbah ayat. You do not honor. The polytheists are told they do not honor the ties of kinship. No. It's about Islam. It's about disbelief and belief that you are at war with. Do you recognize that, Shias? It's from the mouth of Imam Ali here written. Will you depart from what is written here? Now what? This makes sense. Because if you take the Quran ayats, and then it will expose those hypocritical Quran ayats, that they don't even respect ties. Surah Tawbah ayat. Ali killed his father's good friend. For what? He didn't want to kill him. Amr didn't want to kill him. Prophet Muhammad becomes a warlord and Ali becomes his warrior. Amr was described by the Holy Prophet as the personification of infidelity. So now you're giving what are you saying? Amr, look at this. Ali replied, there, it's true. If you take some of the ayats of the Quran, there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I am here to kill you. Not that you attempted assassination of Prophet Muhammad. No. And what goes on here now? Now it goes to light of civilization, harassed, persecuted, killed his children in Karbala. Before Karbala, what have you done here? So don't jump to Karbala. First explain this. Aggression by whom? Amr didn't want to kill Imam Ali. Is this not enough proof? And they don't respect ties, the polytheists. Surah Tawbah we're told. So kill them, wait in ambush for them, besiege them. Who hasn't respected ties and who's the aggressor here? Imam Ali is saying, what is the reason for this killing of Amr, fight? There could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. M16, okay? Is it clear? There can be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. Amr is saying, by God, I do not like to put you to death because your father, considering past ties and all this, was my friend before Islam, Abu Talib. Where are you Shias even going? So deceived. I want to help you. Okay, I need a break. So please come out of this, right? Come out of this religion. Thank you so much.